It's been a long few days for Linkin Park fans. From the hype of a new singer, a new album, and a new tour, to the controversy that's followed, we're here to break it all down.
On Thursday, September the 5th, Linkin Park played an intimate show in LA that was live-streamed to the world, introducing new members Emily Armstrong and Colin Britton. We already knew that drummer Rob Bourdon had decided to distance himself from the band since 2017, and as disappointing as this is, it was great to see newcomer Colin Britton behind the kit. It bodes well for the future. However, something we didn't know until after the show is guitarist Brad Delson's decision to step down in a live capacity. In a statement on September 6th, Brad announced that Alex Feder would be stepping in for Linkin Park live shows in the future, with himself remaining involved in recording and production. He said, "I've always felt deeply connected to and proud of our live performances. Over the years, I've realised I thrive most when I'm actively working with my bandmates behind the scenes, in the studio, collaborating on our new music, and helping build our live show. I am so proud of everything we continue to create together. While I will not be performing on tour in this new chapter, I'm super excited to introduce Alex, my handsome deputy on the road. Alex is a world-class musician, a kind and thoughtful friend, and we are truly fortunate he'll be contributing his unique talent to our LP universe."
During the show, which was live streamed on the band's official website, guitarist and co-vocalist Mike Shinoda announced to the audience and to the world that there will be a brand new Linkin Park album From Zero coming November 15th. With single The Emptiness Machine available to stream straight away. As well as this, they announced 6 shows across the world, the first of which will take place in Los Angeles in as little as only 6 days from the stream on September 11th.
Since the show on Thursday, fans have taken to the internet with mixed reviews on new co-vocalist Emily Armstrong. Most notably, awareness was raised around Emily's seemingly past involvement in the Church of Scientology and subsequent support of Danny Masterman, who was convicted of sexual assault in September 2023. Emily took to her social media to respond to the criticism, writing, "Hi, I'm Emily. I'm new to so many of you, and I wanted to clear the air about something that happened a while back. Several years ago, I was asked to support someone I considered a friend at a court appearance, and went to one early hearing as an observer. Soon after, I realised I shouldn't have. I always try to see the good in people, and I misjudged him. I have never spoken with him since. Unimaginable details emerged, and he was later found guilty. To say it as clearly as possible, I do not condone abuse or violence against women, and I empathise with the victims of these crimes." Overall, I think this event and this announcement has still gone overwhelmingly positively. Although it is slightly tinged with a sour note, I think that they've all handled it excellently. I personally remain excited for what's to come, and I think that Emily and Colin and Alex are going to be great assets and additions to the group.
Yeah, okay, she's not Chester, and I think that's what a lot of people straight away would gravitate towards. For a lot of people, that's the problem. But like Mike said it in an interview, you know, Chester was a unique person with a unique style, unique sound, and Emily is also a unique person with a unique style and a unique sound, and it's about giving her the freedom to express that uniqueness in the same way that Chester was allowed to express his uniqueness. As long as Mike and the other guys are happy with her, because they're the ones that are making these decisions. They're the people that knew Chester the best, and if they say it's okay, and if Chester's partner has said it's okay, I don't think anybody else's criticisms, if you don't like change, if you don't want things to change, that is completely valid. What is not valid is using that to attack her.
Yeah, I can definitely see how it might have been a tricky few days for her, especially, you know, being compared to Chester, fans being super angry about how they're trying to replace Chester with her. What fans need to realise, especially people that call themselves real fans of Linkin Park, is that if they wanted to replace Chester, they would have done it 6 years ago, not now.
Yeah.
There has been quite a rigorous process to find somebody that fits and is unique in their own way, but still keeps that Linkin Park sound and style that we all know and love. People need to give her a chance. That was her first outing. I personally thought she was great on the vocals, but you know, some people have said that she was shaky. I'd be shaky too.
Can you imagine though?
If I was coming out, you know.
Going from, I mean, I know she was in Dead Sarah, but going from like relative obscurity to being a surprise announcement as the new front person of one of the biggest rock metal artists in the world, replacing one of the most beloved figures in all of rock and metal history, and you expect that person to be on their A game from the get-go. She came out there and she gave it her all. Okay, she slipped up a few times. Guess what? There's videos of Chester in 2000 slipping up a few times. She's allowed to make mistakes. mistakes, and she's only going to get better as she's given the space to grow into the band.
Yeah, but as much as there are lots of positive and nice things to say about that announcement, we do also have to acknowledge information that has come out in what we now know about Emily and her seemingly past involvement in Scientology, and also Danny Masterman, as we mentioned. People lit their torches and sharpened their pitchforks a little bit too soon. It was a valid criticism, and it's really important to bring those things to light. I completely agree with that.
I think people's hearts were in the right place. But I think it's important, if you're going to do that, then you need to know the facts before you go in like that on someone. Yes, she did support him. She was at that court case. She acknowledges that she was at that court case and she supported him. When it's proven in a court of law, the person that you supported is a horrible person and has done horrible things. Judge people based on how they react to that information. She walked away from him. She hasn't got any more involvement with him. That's what you should be judging her on. The fact that she turned her back on him after being friends with him for so long. That's the important thing, and I think that's what people need to remember.
She also could have chosen not to say anything. She could have hidden from this and just continued like nothing had happened. But she's chosen to say, do you know what? I'll admit it. I'm new here. A lot of you don't know me and what I stand for. Let's just set the record straight. Nip this in the bud now, start on the right foot and continue in that way. You know, she didn't hide from it. She admitted fault. I can feel regret coming through from her there, because it's not a nice realization to have when things like that are proven to be true about people that you thought you knew. Big props to the community though for raising that. Some people are now saying, okay, well, she's addressed all that stuff, but what about the Church of Scientology stuff? It could actually potentially be very, very harmful for her to say anything regarding that, particularly if she has no longer got any involvement with that group. Previously, when people in the public eye have tried to separate themselves from the church, things haven't been very nice for them. They haven't necessarily had complications.
We're choosing our words very carefully here as well, because we don't want to get caught up in anything. So this is all based on information that's fully available online. If you want to go and do the full research yourselves, you're more than welcome to, but we are choosing our words very carefully. It's very difficult when you're raised in that environment to escape an environment like that, and anybody who's been part of a strict religious household will tell you the same thing. She identifies as gay, and the Church of Scientology just simply do not allow their members to be gay. She would not be allowed to do that if she still identified as a member of the Church of Scientology. When you put the pieces together, you can't just jump on someone and go, you did this 11 years ago, so you're still doing this now. That's not the way it works. People change. The lyrics to the brand new Linkin Park song, The Emptiness Machine, seem to be a sort of coded metaphor for escaping somewhere that has tried to fit you into a box your entire life, and you've now managed to get free of that environment. The music video is obviously about people trapped in jobs that they hate. The message of that song is not to feel trapped in whatever environment you're in, and that is perfectly in line with what Linkin Park are all about. That's
really true. That sort of like rooting for the underdog kind of narrative that they've always carried through a lot of their work.
People's hearts are in the right place. If it had come out that she did still support him and stuff, by all means then, as you said before, light the torches, sharpen the pitchforks, and say, actually, having somebody like that in Linkin Park, that would be disrespecting Chester's lyrics and Chester's legacy. But that's not what happened, and people were on Twitter within hours, literally hours of the live stream, being like, by the way, did you know that she's a monster? Do you know that she's a horrible person? Maybe just learn the facts first.
That must have been very harmful for Emily, for the rest of the band, for Chester's family, when you've got all these strangers online going, this isn't what Chester would have wanted. Chester would have never stood for this and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, well, unless you know him or his family personally, then I don't think you have a right to be commenting on that.
There are literally a handful of people in this world who get to tell people what Chester Bennington would and wouldn't have wanted. Those are his bandmates and his partner. If they're happy, I'm happy, because to see them enjoying making music as part of Linkin Park again is the most important thing. They've clearly vetted her and they've decided that she's a suitable fit for the band, and that's good enough for me, and it should be good enough for any real Linkin Park fan. But apart from all that, we've got brand new Linkin Park, a brand new album on the way in just over 2 months, a brand new tour. Even though it's only 6 shows, I'm going to be trying very desperately to get tickets for the London show. Failing that, Hamburg. Failing that, I don't know, the closest one's New York. So, but then beyond, this probably means like a full tour. Festival season next year is probably on the cards, so we'll see what happens. But we don't want to turn into a Linkin Park channel. But any more Linkin Park news, we will be covering in the future, as well as all the news that we've got lots of other interesting stuff going on this channel. Obviously, over festival season, we've been going all over the place and filming vlogs and all the supplemental material, everything, all gig guides and everything you need to know. But if you do want to go and watch me watching the live show, I just want to take a minute to just say a massive thank you to everybody who watched that video that went up. that has been far and away the biggest video that we've ever had on this channel. Having people from Brazil, Japan, you know, America, Russia, China, Cambodia, I saw somebody watching from. It's like, this has been an incredible 24 hours for us. And to all the new subscribers and to everybody who commented and watched along and everything, the most sincere of thank yous. It really does mean a lot. If you want to see us do stuff like that in the future, as I said on the video, if you want us to do any live streams for any big events like that, then let us know. Let us know what you want to see us cover. Because obviously festival season's over now, apart from one big one in a little town called Las Vegas, which we've got coming up in October. But apart from that, festival season for us is over now until May. So let us know in the future, over the next few months. We've got lots of plans, but we're always looking for new ideas and what you guys want to see as well.
Thanks, guys, so much for watching. I've been Al. He's been Gib. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Toodles. Hi everyone, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. If you want to see something similar to this, then you can click on the link here. If you want to see something very different to this, then you can click on the link here. And if you haven't subscribed already and you want to, you can click on the link here. If you want to come and follow us on social media, you can click on the links in the description down below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.